It falls off, man. This is both IGN and GameSpot's Game of the Year. This was nominated and almost won Game of the Year too. So
I trust this will suffice.
let me know how the volume is.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar!
It already started?
A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one. Oh. That dream died long ago.
Uh-oh.
You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you.
I want to see Nosferatu. I was going to watch it tonight. Well, this horror subreddit, a lot of people were very disappointed. By my hand? Uh-oh.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
It's Craven time?
Your Eminence.
Oh no.
Do this.
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war.
The royal
One
scepter?
has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
This guy's not suspicious at all. Everyone's like, I wonder who can it be? You have a good point there. This is Tokyo. This is Shibuya. Reddit's about as good as IGN in that aspect. You're right, you're not wrong. I still need to play this, so I won't be paying too much attention. Oh no, I'm sorry, Pancakes. I have you on as I play Persona 5 Royale on my PC. Alright. Alright, well, I hope to see you I hope you know, I hope I don't spoil too much for you, but, you can lurk at all as you want. Dude, the music though, holy hell. Metaphor ReFantazio. We'll definitely chat. Thanks, man. I feel lonely without your without my pancakes. All right, so, it feels. Oh, look at that. It feels so good. Is this 120 hertz? Settings. I don't think I need any of this, like, changes. Yeah, everything in English is fine, even though I understand Japanese. I feel like this is like an English setting, so I feel like it just makes sense to be playing in English. I heard that English voice acting is really good. Now in Persona, I prefer to play it in Japanese because they are literally in Japan and they're Japanese characters. I also played the demo, but I completely forgot about it. So I'm gonna go in with fresh eyes. Let's go. Let's start the game. This is on the PlayStation 5 Pro, so it's gonna play a lot better than the PS5. Let me know how the audio is too, by the way. if it's too quiet or too loud.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest?
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait to see more about the world.
Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Well, I'm Sushi Drew. Who shall guide the protagonist? I want a lowercase, all lowercase, thank you. Sushi Drew. Done. Atlus keeps proving that art style is as important as storytelling in games. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to play through this. My name is indeed Sushi Drew, yes. That's not my protagonist, correct? I'm Sushi Drew.
A most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy.
Is it Final Fantasy?
But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Wait, is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation? No.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe.
Yes.
I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality.
Damn. Do you think that Atlus is the best JRPG devs right now? I mean, I'm a Square Enix fanatic. I mean, I love Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. But I haven't played this one yet, so I can't tell.
Perhaps the story
I can't answer that yet.
before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself. So, let this tale begin.
No, let's just do normal. Just play on normal. There aren't any difficulty. Only for the last... Okay, closing book. You must do second playthrough on easy. On the first playthrough, it doesn't matter which difficulty you pick. Okay. We are going to play normal. I do not like difficulty choices in games. Ooh, let's go.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead. Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
Can you hear the footsteps?
Say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Oh, never mind. It's not a monster.
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia. Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
Oh, he's gonna use magic. Igniter.
How did they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving up. Next one. Huh?
Thieves aren't supposed to have igniters.
We got here. He's an elder.
An Elda?
So he is. No horns, no knife is. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
It's my diaries where I write down all my cheat codes. Yo, Sub-Zero, what's up, dude?
Should have listened to us, chum.
How's it going, Sub-Zero? We are just starting our playthrough of Metaphor. Yes, we just beat Wukong. We did. Yo, let's go.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Yo, her ears, though. Uh-oh. Man, that's good voice acting. Sounds like a Japanese yell. Needs about 3 dB boost. Thank you. Thank you.
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Louis saving us?
How about that? Lord Louis, isn't he he's the new one, right? Because he killed the old prince or something.
Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
Oh, so there is a mission. Are you all right? Gotta be nice to Gallica.
Are you all right?
Oh, he actually talks what I choose.
Been worse. And from the sounds of it, you're about the same. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right?
We're Altas? What were you called?
The mission's more important
Alphas?
than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Okay. Log. Oh, sweet. Okay. Memorandum. People. Gallica. Her. That's right. It's got its own codex. Alright, we're going to take it slow, guys. We're going to read all this. I own this game physically for PS5. Also, I really wish Atlus would do fully voiced protagonists going forward, especially in the Persona games. I don't have anything against silent protagonists, to be honest. It helps me. I feel like silent protagonists I could feel more connected with because I feel like they are me. A fairy who accompanies traveling boys. Oh, okay. No. A fairy who accompanies traveling boy on his journey. Oh, because we don't have his name yet. Doubling as his chaperone for a special mission. Her diminutive size excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy traits allow her more proficiency than traveling boy when it comes to sensing magla and knowing magic. What's magla? Though she can become heated when her personal values are tested, she is a reassuring traveling companion. I really like her. She seems cool. All right, so we have magic, culture, and people. Magic. Igniters. Right. A tool that acts as a conduit for magic power. Without which people cannot perform magic. So everyone needs igniters to use magic. To own or use them, one must obtain a permit from the kingdom by passing a test, with some exceptions, such as those serving in the state army. Igniters can be costly depending on power and specifications, and purchasing them in akin to buying land or housing. Damn, so those thieves, they have... Oh. The expense is so great, buying more than one igniter would be difficult, even with the entire life form income of an average commoner. Holy crap. In order to prevent accidents and crime, the Crown Theocracy and the Magic Association have exclusive production rights of igniters. That makes sense. Dude, the way they build this lore already in the first few minutes is awesome. Unauthorized production is considered a serious offense. I like it. I already want more of this game. The time needed to cast magic depends on user's skill, but can also be slightly impacted by the capabilities of the igniter itself. While using an igniter while sedentary poses little problem, activating an igniter while moving is difficult and is thus advised to use them cautiously. Perfect. Dude, it's written very well in English. I own this game. I get that. I just don't feel like reading all the time. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be reading for you guys a lot, and my English sucks, or my reading ability sucks, so bear with me, guys. YouTube. Gauntlet Runner. So these are the vehicles that they were riding, right? Often called runners as shorthand, a general term for magic-powered semi-automated vehicles designed for traversing the wastelands and either overcoming or circumventing local wildlife threats and magical phenomena. Traveling the wilds on foot even in a lightly armed carriage has historically been incredibly dangerous, making any long-distance trips a life-threatening risk. Holy crap. But they're run by magic? So do you need an igniter to ignite these or no? However, as cities and countries grew, so did demands for resources, many of which require transport in large quantities. The Gauntlet Runners filled with niche of an armed, sturdy vehicle that could help with transport and land development. There are smaller runners, roughly the size of an armed carriage with a simple deck addition, but it's more common to see models that walk on legs with an internal living area comparable to a modest house. This one looks like a smaller one. Legs are more common in their design than wheels, partly because of the versatility on all manner of difficult terrain, but more so because adopting the remains and skeletons of large monsters as is more cost effective and stronger than artificially creating all the components necessary. So they want like more organic material to create these. It's better to use organic than inorganic, I guess. Sanctism. A monotheistic religion devoted to the worship of the one God, the Almighty. The religion of majority across the United Kingdoms, its sanctors preach the uttering in prayers closure with one's whole heart will reach God, bringing salvation. All right, sounds like basic religion. It is a state religion, and its sanctists hierarchy is deeply, oh my God, dude, is deeply intertwined with the kingdom's politics. Currently, the crown theocracy is at the heart of the kingdom's political affairs. Dude. Outcast, he scared the hell out of me, man. What's up, dude? Cool. You don't look hurt, though, so that's good. You can move, right? Thinking we should find a place where we see the whole area. Alright, basic controls. R2 to dash, circle to dodge. Some actions you can perform, and their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom. Okay. Good evening, Alcahas. It's good to see you, brother. How is your weekend so far? This game is gorgeous.
Let's go.
It runs silky. Don't move. Okay, this is where we dodge and run. We played enough Wukong. We know how to play this. Press L2 to use face sight. Lets you see what Gallica senses in the environment. When you say enemies, okay, it show up as an unknown if we haven't touched them before. Prepare as best as you can.
Okay.
It is Wednesday afternoon.
Strong ones ahead. We gotta.
Okay.
Run!
We just want to dodge these guys.
I think they see us.
Uh-oh. But where do you want us to go? This way? Just kick him back? Yo, we just started a brand new game here, Alcahas. Metaphor ReFantazio by Atlus. I hope you enjoy your stay.
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do?
No, please,
right?
please remind me. Refresh my memory.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives?
Oh, shit.
First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center.
Okay.
This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die.
Okay.
And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road.
So we just have to enroll.
You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Yeah. Did you just heal me?
Right.
It's as though music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's magic is inspiring. Is that the music we're listening to right now?
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
That's kind of meta.
Look.
This looks like it's using the Persona 5 engine.
Over there.
Grand Tread is already in sight. Let's go to Grand Tread. Let's try to stay out of sight. Oh, but there are items here, though. I see blue glowy thingies. I go to them. Medicinal herb. Herb.
I don't like this.
Medicinal herb. Dude, the music.
I think we shook them.
Do you have infinite run? Okay, I guess we do.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations.
8 tribes,
all
3
blessed
nations.
By the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia.
Uchronia.
The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Yeah, we still don't know what... Oh, great seeker, bearer of the fantasy empowered. I'm the great seeker. Hear my wish and come forth from the epic of glory to grant me thy something. This is cool.
Whoa, just look.
Whoa.
Sounds like every race is living in harmony except for these human-looking people like me.
Get on with it, then. Drop the dog. Hang him
Oh, and
dead.
dogs.
Please! I've done nothing wrong. Lying dog. Don't try to deny it. You trample the law for the fun of it.
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Jesus. So,
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Parapus said.
Parapus.
Such a shame.
That's a
Why you
Parapus.
Spare some coin.
Oh, so Parapus, people don't like Parapus.
Oh,
careful!
Hurry.
Parapus are the dog-looking ones.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid.
Its animation's great.
We're not tourists here. We've got to stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elda here.
Elda. So
in the whole
Parapus
city.
and Eldas. Eldas are us that look like humans. Parapus are the dogs.
The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else.
Clamars and Roussants. Man, I gotta remember all this.
Which means a dopey Elda kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Okay. Let's check them.
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Sounds about right.
Shh, careful who hears you say that. But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm.
Are they vaping?
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
Would not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
Okay, so this is the son of the king.
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to.
Where are they? And how do they find the son?
Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there?
Okay, so we just need to, okay.
This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot.
Gotcha. We're here to send a message. So we have to, like, enroll with the army because that's how we get to that person.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted so you can meet up with our operative.
Gotcha.
Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne.
Outcast, what'd you have for food? What'd you have for dinner?
That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center
Nachos.
Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
All right, so we gotta find a recruitment center. Dude, I'm craving nachos. I should get nachos tomorrow. All right, so nachos is just a snack. Yeah. Not truly dinner. Uh-oh. Looks like we have a fighter. Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. Press R1 to open the local map. If you're unsure of what to do, try pressing triangle. Gallic will always have good ideas. Okay. Press 1 in safe areas and towns to save your progress.
Whatever will I do?
Okay. Let's check our memorandum. Oh my god. Maybe we don't read everything. General term for the technique when consumes power to cause phenomena bends the laws of nature. It has a wide range of applications from modest use in daily life to destruction power in war. However, as magic igniters, which requires a state permit to... Yeah, okay. We got that. Music and magic. An unusual variety of magic that causes listeners to become aware of the state of mind through the form of sound and music, as it is modest form of magic with seemingly no utility on the battlefield. It is considered a meaningless, trifling skill of... Gotcha, that makes sense. It's rarely used. Okay, so we got the Elda, Clemar, Brusan, Parpus. So the Eldas are me, right? The 9th tribe. Distinct from the commonly known 8 tribes, they are condemned by the Sanctus Church for inheriting a dangerous magic heretical to the teachings of the church. Interesting. Their population is so small that to even see one in public is rare, and they face greater discrimination than any other tribe. Oh shit. More than the Parapus? In fact, many outside the main cities don't believe they exist. That's crazy. Each of the 8 tribes possess unique physical traits, making them recognizable at a glance, like the horns of a Rusan. The Elda tribe, however, bears no such distinctive feature and thus are regarded as inferior beings. God damn, so much racism in this game. Nah, man, you gotta pile on the protein. We did chicken tonight, black beans, pepper, refried chili cheese, and sour cream sauce and crystal for dipping. Dude, why don't you send some? So the Clemar makes sense. The Clemar tribe composes the largest population in all the allied kingdoms. Their most distinctive features are horns, which grow on both sides of their head. Clemars have a broad diversity of facial body types, which essentially made their average. The Ecronian royal family are Clemar, and members of the tribe holding a majority of important positions within the government. So Clemar are like, yes, the humans, right? They value freedom and dislike illogical restraint. They enjoy cultivating discussion, but do not always consider the situation or appropriateness of doing so, which occasionally leads to conflict. However, some studies suggest this disposition is what drives them to seek governmental position in other... Okay, so they're humans. Rusan. Rusan are like the elves. One of the most popular tribes of the United Kingdom, second only to the Clemar. Long, pointed ears are their most distinct... Okay, they do magic, right? They often boast excellent physiques, which has given them superior martial prowess. Rusan women are stronger than most men and other tribes. Interesting. Many inevitable work in the military and often hold key offices. They are considered influential as the Clemar. The true tribes are sometimes called the prevailing tribes. Okay. So the Rusan and Clemar are like the main. Many Rusan pride themselves on outperforming others in strength. While this can be perceived as a self-disciplined competitiveness, on the flip side, there are many with belligerent temperament, obsessed with proving superiority in any situation. Help, chat. The Parapus, so the dogs, the ones that are hated, like the second most, I guess. A tribe recognizable by their bestial ears and a tail. They are many variants in their hair and skin colors, including cold-colored skin not even seen in other tribes. They are physically adept and often honest with their emotions, giving them a reputation for hedonism, for better or for worse. They're the nice people. They are drawn to parties and festivities, and while this happy-go-lucky charm is often to their credit, it can also be seen as recklessness. So they're like dogs. Due to the stereotype, they are looked down upon by other tribes, which prevent them from securing a foothold in politics, despite being nearly as populous as the Rusan and Clemar tribes. Discrimination against them is especially obvious in large cities. Dude, I love it. All this information is so useful. I'm already in love with the world. So, the prince, yes, is the son of Euchronia, and their heir to the throne of King Hythlodas V, the Fifth. More than 10 years ago, a mysterious attack in the royal place left him afflicted with a deadly curse. The curse took its toll on his body, and though he bravely endured treatment, his recovery has interrupted several years later when he and his closest aides suddenly vanished from the castle without a trace. The king exhausted all possible means to find him, but was ultimately unsuccessful. He was formally declared deceased 3 years ago, and a royal funeral was held in his honor. But he's with us now, I guess. Okay, we could skip this. Interesting. I do like... Okay, so... Hold... Well, let's save. Everything's so fast in this, which is great. Oh, when is the map?
All right, then.
Okay, we just need to go north.
Let's go see.
Gotcha.
Whatever will I do?
So let's see all the people here. I mean, this is a... what do you call these? The humans-looking ones like me?
Let's go see.
Oh, I thought I could talk to them.
An elder? Here?
Look at that. The new model's out now.
New model?
I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
Is that a igniter? No, that's an igniter.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Now I want one.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city?
Yes.
Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter?
Depends on how much it is.
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
The royal scepter?
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
Look, lady.
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter.
This one?
And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Can anyone just like break the glass and take it?
Now he's dead. With no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I won't be staying long.
Oh, I don't think I'll be here long.
A word of caution then. Your survival is your own.
We're gonna see her again later. Look how much work they put in her face artwork. Her face drawing.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
All right, let's do it. Let's get recruited.
Let's head there.
I joined the army because I looked up to the Lord Lewis. But now I get my R's handed to me if I so much mention it. What's the state army gonna do now? We won't find any decent recruits given the messy state of things currently. How? Okay, he's just telling me where to go. Not like there's any other work for Elders, I guess. Don't make assumptions. Oh, you think you're better than the grime of Sunshade Row and crawled out of? You're in for a rude awakening, boy. Oh, he's a
Give it a full, I say. Who else did it?
I don't know what you call them anymore. I forgot. The elves. The people here have sharper eyes than I thought. We don't want to draw attention with... But hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall.
Right.
Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission, and for that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead.
What are you playing at?
I'm out of ideas.
Beg pardon?
Oh, there!
When I heard that His Majesty has been killed, I could hardly believe my ears, but he was a man indifferent in festivities. His death would not cause any disruptions. As long as we have His Eminence Sanctifex Forden, this country will be safe. I don't know what the hell you just said.
That's wrong, though.
That's not the right way? Sorry.
Excellent.
Okay, okay, look. I need to look at the map. I got you.
All right then.
Excellent.
All right then.
It's right there. See? Easiest game in the world.
Dear me.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine.
Gotcha. I'll be honest.
Good luck in there.
I'm an honest person.
Good. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here?
Blue blood.
Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's word. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one,
An
aren't you?
uppity one.
Fine, lordling. Welcome to the guard.
That easy, huh?
Where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain.
I like that.
You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I want to fight for change. I need the money. I'm just so bored. I'm gonna fight for change. Or for change.
For real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no?
No. Let me rephrase that. I want to fight for change. I want money.
So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak
I could
of?
fight, man. I'm stronger than I look. I've got sharp mind. I can take a lot of punishment. I'm small but quick. I've always been lucky. So there's probably strength, magic, resilience, agility, luck. So in these games, magic has always been really strong. So I'm going to go sharp mind. Yeah.
I've got a sharp mind.
Yes, you and every unschooled troglodyte. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Let's do it. Name of the story's protagonist. Uh-oh. All right. Mods, what was the thingy? How do I start? Andromeda. Hold on. First of all, are any of you guys even there? You know what? I'm just gonna name it. No, I'm just gonna name it. I'm just gonna name it Nova. Name it after my dog. Yeah. The guy.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sighting, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment.
Okay.
You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property.
Oh, we get an igniter. Nice.
It's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next.
Well, we already enlisted. That was quick. Alright, we just wait our turn. You enlisting as well? The line starts behind me if so. Or was there something you needed? Are you really a noble? I take it you overheard my interview. Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence.
Well,
let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. What? You're cutting in line too. Everyone will get their igniters in order. No one ever follow directions. Why do only thugs come in here? Blasted. I came to enlist because I heard you can make a quick reeve here, but they really make you work alongside creepy Elda. A parapet I can deal with, but Elda are right ominous. Where'd you hear that? God's own scriptures. That's where. Guess we can't accept an Elda to know shite. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would be a waste of energy. Okay, how about you? They say tribes don't matter in the army, but you'll probably put me in front of it as a meat shield. Not that I can find better work. Wish I could serve Count Louis. His army's built on merit, so even a parapet stands a chance.
Look at that.
Is that Darth Vader? We have to get in line. Oh, let's just get in line. It is Water's Day. It is the 2nd. It is Water's Day.
They get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? Something like,
Human?
Next.
Thought monsters are called human?
Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others.
Do I look like a Clemar? Do I have horns in my head?
Surely not. An elder. It's the first of your kind I've seen.
That's right.
Move it. There's a priority around
Get back in line, bitch.
We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force. Crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Mr. Nobleman.
Boy.
Whoa.
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Roussant strength?
Roussants can suck.
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making.
He actually left.
You all right?
That was terrifying. I had it handled. Thanks. Let's be nice to everyone.
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
It's a belt? Cinder igniter.
These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
Noob? He called me a newbie? Bacon, egg, lettuce, tomato. Alcahaz, why are you making me hungry, dude? I might grab a bowl of cereal here shortly. Okay, so a collar. I think around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. So there's Magla crystals. And depending what Magla crystal there is implemented in your scepter or whatever, that... Okay. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms, like I saw on the main street.
And take this.
Dude, guys, make sure you drink
Protect it with your life.
water. Let's hydrate, my friends. Hydrate, sushi crew. Oh, and take this to protect it with your life. Loot. I got a vicinity map of the royal capital.
Wow, that's a real map.
We have pizza that compared with mods here. Same cheap, delicious pie. But Zeke's crust is just so good. Are you in the Pacific Northwest?
It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
I was interviewed by... I almost worked at the mods headquarters.
Listen up, striplings.
I didn't know there were Zeke's. I thought mods was a Seattle thing.
And as of this moment, you miserable
Oh, gotcha.
are under my command.
Captain Klinger. And as this moment, you miserable lot are under my command.
I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again.
I like this guy, Captain Klinger.
First,
Pax
you will be
West.
deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Hey.
Whoa.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get.
Man, not what you want to hear. Nighttime, 6:02.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him.
Okay.
Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Nope, I'm asleep.
Nope, I'm asleep. Good night.
Haha, very funny. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still, when you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
That's just how it is. Things will never be the same. It never gets easier.
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all.
Lesser tribes, oof.
These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but still, the prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure.
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds
Oh,
of
so it's
stories.
just a novel?
Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over.
You're not wrong.
In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled.
Sounds like Japan.
And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. You see, no magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own?
I mean, you're telling me a bedtime story. What do you expect?
Well, guess I'll just read more later.
I think chat fell asleep too. Yes. I like it. I like it. That's sure to wake everyone up. Oh, we got story. I always lurk.
Shouldn't you be resting?
I know, I know.
I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk.
Yeah, so we were friends when we were younger. That's the prince.
And I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth. By tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down.
Is he an Elder too? No.
It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay?
Okay, so he's already sick.
Don't push yourself so hard.
Oh God.
Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes.
I thought that was his little sister.
So I
Yeah,
can't give up.
it's anime.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy.
And long hair and cute eyes.
In you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
Damn, this affliction is it's nasty. Damn, it's been many years then, huh?
I won't give up either. Trust me.
It's like we're watching an anime. A 100-hour anime. Yeah, it's desolate. It's like chapter 5 in Wukong.